gentlemen, a very, very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Mandira Bedi and I'm delighted to be your host this afternoon. I'd like to welcome all our friends from the media, our partners, and our fans who are watching us live today. On behalf of Oppo, I would like to thank all of you for the immense love and support that we've received from you always. We are very excited to be meeting you again. This time, it's going to be more grand, more creative, more colorful, more vibrant, and exquisitely beautiful, because this time, it's time to further your vision with Reno. Yes, we are here to finally introduce the most anticipated as well as the most awaited launch of 2019 by Oppo in India. The launch of the Reno series and our first device from it, the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. Today we're all set to sail in a new direction on a brand new journey with a new launch in the ever-evolving Oppo product line. Moreover, Oppo is all set to create a benchmark by introducing a series that is inspiring creativity and is made especially for trendsetters like us who have a passion for self-expression and who can imagine the unimaginable. The Oppo Reno series has already created quite a buzz everywhere. I've been reading news articles, I've been seeing the banners, I've been listening to the media chatter, and the one thing that has enticed all of us here, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, it's the world's first 10x hybrid zoom technology. That deserves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. But if you ask me what does Reno mean to me, I would definitely say craftsmanship and uniqueness. It is distinctive yet elegant. It shouts vividness yet stands for subtle. It's a device to lure eyeballs of everyone who's willing to usher into a new era of smartphones that epitomizes creative vision for a premium experience. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here to experience the coming of a futuristic revolution to Indian soil. That also deserves a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to welcome on stage Mr. Will Yang, Chief Marketing Officer, Oppo South Asia. He's going to take us through Oppo's glorious journey in India and share with us the concept behind the new brand outlook and the exciting creative technologies they plan to launch with the Oppo Reno series. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause.
Very good afternoon. Actually, personally, I'm very excited because since last launch in Delhi, it has been over 2 years. So I'm very glad to see each and everyone here in Delhi again for this launch of Oppo Reno series in India. And before making its way to India, Oppo Reno actually have been successfully launched in Europe markets. So today, let's see the mighty of Oppo's innovation capability. We are actually persistently pursue the new revolutionary technology and devoted to delivering amazing product to our consumers. By focusing on the craftsmanship and uniqueness, we have actually grown in the selfie department. We have always been at the forefront of the new camera technology. That is because we keep on evolving by including the better front camera with the latest technology in our offerings. And in fact, our journey in India is pretty much have nothing short of extraordinaries, but rest, as you know, is all about history. In fact, we from the very first smiley face smartphone in 2008 to the recently launched Find X motorized camera, and to now, today's 10 times hybrid zoom. We are always at the forefront of the curves to bring revolutionary technology. And this time we also have introduced Reno, an AI-powered virtual personal assistant which can make multiple services with different services and make intelligent decisions, provide appropriate recommendation to our users around the world. So today, Oppo provides excellent smartphone photography experiences to over 250 million users around the world. And we also have around 10,000 employees in India. We have around 60,000 sales points, and we have more than 500 service centers to deliver quality products and good after-sales services to Indian consumers. And our efforts in India has borne fruit, and as a result, according to the CMR report, this May 2019, Oppo has won the Gents vote for its premium industry-leading innovation. Oppo is among the most preferred brand list, as it noted for the innovation edge, and we have always found favor from our consumers. So as we entered into the 6 years in India, Oppo will continue to stay its commitment to its original aspiration and march forward to bring best-in-class product to the users. So in line with our commitment to the India markets, we have our largest R&D center in Hyderabad, which is outside of China, of course, the biggest one, to delve deeper into the consumer's insights. So the innovations like 5G solutions, which we showcased at MWC this year, and also the other overseas requirements, is possibly due to work to put it in the Hyderabad facility. And further, to address the needs of the latest updates on the smartphone and to provide a faster, smoother, and seamless experiences to our users, we are soon be rolling out beta programs on Color OS 6.0, which based on the Android Pie. For that, I think Find X, R17 Pro, F9, and F7 are the first ones to receive an update for that. And by the way, Oppo Reno is among the very first devices in the market which can receive an update on Android Q. To reiterate our commitment to the consumer-centric approach, Oppo has also recently introduced a new brand identity and focus on more quality, craftsman, and uniqueness in every details. So let's take a look at this video first. Okay, so this is our new logo. Hope you guys like it. And this new brand identity definitely marks a very important phase in our journey and the ongoing growth and success. This new brand imagery also have a much simpler and symmetrical logo. With characteristic Oppo curves, it looks like very elegant for sure, and also very distinctive, and also offer a design which leaves an ample room for imagination. This imagery also including a new color systems and a new visual layout systems, as well as marks the very first debut of a custom typeface Oppo Sense. And this new imagery will earmark the growth and the wider reach of Oppo as it continues to expand into more diverse markets and environments worldwide. I think Oppo now is embracing a new era, an era where the connectivity is a foundation. So as we build ourselves the legacy as an intelligent technology innovator, so we are dedicated to bring the new and revolutionary technology experiences to the users around the world. So taking the lead to usher in this new era called intelligent connectivity, we have launched Oppo 5G Landing Project at this year's World Mobile Congress. And we also showcase the cutting-edge 5G application scenarios on our smartphone, inspiring imagination and anticipation of the breakthroughs experiences which only the future holds. And here, we are also focusing on building a future where the latest and top-end technology meets with the emerging markets such as India. So let's take a look at this 5G future.
Guitar strong, drum a sound. Someone turns a switch or a song. I'm looking for something beyond the reach, something beyond an imagination, something incredible. Ooh, I wanna see the world the way I've never seen before. Ooh, it is the miracle. It's about to get it all together. Think about the past time. I knew the life goes.
Wow, so these revolutionary technologies like 5G, thank you so much. It's all about Reno 5G, so we launched in Europe. So these technologies like 5G, AI, IoTs are enabling those new transformational new capabilities to create a better sustainability and intelligent creativity in the future. So through this, we are experiencing unprecedented transformations to how we view and interact with the world around us, which it will become a new era of intelligent connectivity. By the way, we have always been driven by one constant principle, keeping users' needs at all things that we do. Not only addressing their needs, but also anticipating the future needs, but most importantly, embracing newer and ever-changing needs from our users. So we have come out with a lot of groundbreaking technologies in the past, which are lying ahead of the industry trends. Of course, in line with our visions, Oppo has recently rolled out I Am Reno brand campaign, where boast a new product concept, design philosophy, and communication model. As a part of this campaign, we have partnered with renowned artists globally to inspire the power of creativity. So today I want to tell you, because a lot of people ask me the same question, here I want to tell you that Reno doesn't have a distinct definition, and it is not an acronym too. Just like the artist did with these unique illustrations, everyone can define Reno in their own way, because this is engineered for creativity. Reno series depicts the passion for the self-expression and imagine the unimaginable. So with Reno, we want to convey a message to the consumer that Oppo will work with you to unleash your full creative potential and leave your mark on this world, and that is exactly how we're going to position Reno. The product concept behind Reno is highly aligned with the interests of the creators. So in its design, we gave Reno a very unique personality. It's very different from the existing ones in the markets. And also in its function, Reno provides a greater space for the visual interaction, photography, and social experiences and entertainment, which give a full play to everyone's creativity. And as a product series that developed by Oppo for the global community, Reno will be available in every market that we operate. So we hope and looking forward to create a new era with our young consumers' creativity worldwide. Of course, many of you know that we are the official sponsor of Indian cricket team, and we're also the global partner of upcoming ICC World Cup 2019. So this time, during the cricket period, we actually prepared a very interesting campaign. We called it Oppo Billion Bits campaign. These initiatives will encourage every cricket lover to share their support by contributing their heartbeats to Team India. But how are we going to do this? I hope you guys will check on the website later on. Okay, so to make a conclusion, I would like to say a young mindset and a useful energy has always been a part of Oppo's DNA. Embracing innovation and change is also a very important part of what it means to be young. And also, it is a part of Oppo's attitudes as we are embracing a new era ahead. So with this new brand imagery and product series, Oppo is very excited to push boundaries, embrace the transformation, and create a pretty much new future with all your creativities around the world. And that is all from my part. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Yang, for sharing all that information with us. There's so much newness, so much color, creativity, and excitement in the new era ahead for Oppo. Oppo is definitely at the forefront of developing innovative technology and is all set to carry its legacy forward as a technology innovator with the launch of Reno 10X Zoom in India today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive straight into the details of the product and have a look at what the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom brings to the table. For this, I'd like to invite Mr. Jitin Abraham, Product Manager, Oppo India, on stage to tell us more about this amazing product and its innovative features. Please welcome Mr. Abraham.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me thank each and every one of you who's present here for making here today to enjoy or to unveil the most awaited series, the Reno series, along with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm Jitin Abraham, and I'm the product manager for this exquisite product, Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. And I'm here to take you through all the exciting features of this product bit by bit. As you already know that at Oppo, we always believe that innovation is our motto. Innovation is the first thing that we think about. And smartphone is not just a tool for communication, but also a piece of art. Thus, we always come up with products that feature exciting cutting-edge style and design. With every launch, we aim to raise the bar a little higher and present our consumers with smartphones that embody our creative vision. This has been evident in our previous models as well. Let it be the Find X, which had absolutely zero openings in both front and back, or the R17 Pro, which had super VOOC charging technology, or the latest Oppo F11 Pro, which had a dedicated ultra night mode in it. Along with Reno 10X Zoom, we would like to continue this trend. Well, what is it the first thing that each and every one of us notice in a smartphone? I guess it's a design. Well, Oppo Reno 10X Zoom is the first version of Reno series that embodies our creative vision. The Reno series offers a design which is naturally sleek and features a seamless silhouette. Without a bulge on the back cover, it will be a product that the consumers would always love to flaunt. One of the key focus areas for Oppo when it comes to design is the rear camera placement. So always in the rear camera placement in smartphones has been in not ideal places. That's what we believe. Maybe in the left hand side, horizontally on top, or in the center, horizontally or vertically. But with Oppo Reno 10X Zoom, it offers a unique design. We have hidden the rear camera completely under the glass, which itself is a 3D glass, which is quite unique and elegant and gives you a very premium and exciting look. At Oppo, we believe that beauty speaks at its loudest. So we try to unify these external elements with some powerful internal hardware to give the perfect aesthetics for the design. Well, this device brings you the best or the 5 years of experience that we had in Indian market while we designed this product. And the designing language is totally talks about symmetry and balanced beauty. Wherever you look around the world, you will understand that symmetry and balanced beauty are the key concepts of aesthetics. Whether it be India's Taj Mahal or let it be one of the most iconic figures or structures in China, you will see that everything is balanced around the central axis. Thus, it can be said that balance and order brings beautification. Well, symmetry is very essential for beauty. But if symmetry is too rigid, then the phone will look dull and lifeless. Hence, we have introduced a jump setting artistry to embellish a ceramic O dot into the back panel of the smartphone. The O dot itself is an amazing character which will help your smartphone to lift a little bit high and protect your cameras when it is placed on a flat surface. Such a small architecture, but yet it embodies one of the biggest and best designs of Oppo. Moving on, usage of color have always been one of the key aspects or key strengths for us at Oppo. From practical monochrome to full body gradient and even the latest radiant mist design of R17 Pro, it is quite evident that Oppo has been leading the trend in industry for the gradient design. With Reno 10X Zoom, we have opted for a more natural color for a more relaxed yet stylish look and feel. I'm sure you're curious about the colors of Reno 10X Zoom. Well, the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom comes with two stunning colors, the ocean green and the jet black. Just like the name suggests, the ocean green, it comes with a mist or a hint of green light. It is mixed with dark green water and you will feel like you're looking at the surface of the water while you're scuba diving. And the second color, the jet black, is not just any mere black color. It got hints of grey and blue color embodied in it. And the matte texture in the back panel of the under the glass delivers a perfect touch and elegant look and feel and gives in the hands of consumers, it will be of bright colors. Owing to the increasing levels of content consumption, not just web browsing, but also OTT content consumption, gaming, and watching movies or anything that we do, the demand for a true full screen experience has been very high in the market. So let's take a look at what we have bought with the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. As you already know that, we at Oppo always believe to give our customers a fully immersive viewing experience when they look at our smartphone screen. To give that to our customers, we have bought a staggering 6.6-inch notchless panoramic display. The ultra-thin bezels on each side is just 1.6 millimeters thick. And on top, it is just 1.8 millimeter thick. And the highest bezel size, which is at the bottom, is just 3.5 millimeters, which gives you an amazing visual experience at a 93.1 screen-to-body ratio. You will just feel like whatever you're watching in the phone is right in front of you. Needless to say that smartphone has been an important part of each and every one of our lives. It is our responsibility to give our consumers an amazing and delightful experience when they look at the smartphone. Therefore, we have decided to upgrade the screen. Firstly, we have added an AMOLED luminescent material which fully covers the DCI-P3 color gamut, which enhances colors like red, which gives you a feeling whatever you're watching in the screen, you're watching right in front of you. Secondly, this new material is 8% more efficient or power efficient than its previous version. And thirdly, we all face the problem of looking into the phone constantly and straining our eyes. But with Oppo Reno 10X Zoom, we've got a eye protection mode with a blue light filtering capacity of up to 56%, which ensures that your eyes are protected even when you're looking for long hours on the screen of the smartphone. Well, our eye protection mode have passed the low light blue eye protection certification by TUV Rainland. And fourth, that we have introduced Corning Gorilla Glass 6th generation into the front of the smartphone, which gives you an amazing durability on the smartphone. You don't have to fear about dropping your smartphone again. So together, beauty and strength is the core values that we have applied in Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. After thorough feedback, we have came to understand that many consumers face a problem about the low light mode, which actually has an effect called strobe effect. To this end, we have added a DC dimming switch of Reno so that you can use that in low light conditions. And of course, in this mode, the whole phone will have low light, but it will actually decrease the effect of strobe for these consumers who are actually sensitive towards the low light strobe, which itself is quite remarkable. The Reno 10X Zoom follows a strict aesthetic logic, displays a unified design in which and a static balance with some invisible restraints and delivers the most natural grip with zero burden. You cannot help but just praise the smartphone because this is how a smartphone should be. Well, technology moves forward when it's needed, and henceforth we bring with Oppo Reno 10X Zoom the hidden fingerprint unlock 2.0. Well, in addition to the structure and recognition algorithm, we have upgraded it. We introduced our compensated projection solution. Well, traditional optical fingerprint technologies are keen to taking pictures of the fingerprints. But while our compensation projection solution, it can accurately compensate for the uneven lighting caused by the optical structure of the lens and make the brightness of the whole fingerprint image even. Compared with the fingerprint unlock of the previous generation, it can give you up to 30% more efficiency. Now coming to the most important part, and one of the most important part that all of you have been waiting here for. Let's talk about the camera. But speaking of camera, which I'm sure you must be thinking, where was the front camera of the smartphone? Let me call upon, come here Reno, say hi to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, as you've already noticed, it just took a mere 0.8 seconds to complete the entire rising action. And we would like to call this masterpiece a shark fin rising camera. It's got a golden spiral of 11-degree angle, perfectly integrating elegance and agility into the dynamic rising process. Another interesting detail, normally in the front camera, we just need to make sure that the camera is elevating accurately in place. But our colleagues in the R&D department insisted that a uniform rise is too common to give an aesthetic pleasing. And hence, they established a team of experts and engineers to debug and redesign the rising structure of the smartphone. And as a result, you can see the process of rise is quite unique. Other than one-step process which was at a uniform speed. Before the shark fin rising camera comes to its fullest potential, there is an obvious deceleration in the motor. The drive motor slows down slowly and gently, just like a spacecraft is docking to its space station. Well, the shark fin rising camera structure, it has passed strict quality testing standards, and it can be used for over 200,000 times without fail. Even if an average customer uses it 100 times a day, it can last up to more than 5 years. And if you feel for safety of the structure, it has got an intelligent recognition of free fall so that it automatically recognizes whether your phone is falling and it automatically retracts the camera inside. It prevents any damage. Let's move on to the next and the most awaited part, the rear camera. As you already know that, Reno series is the representative of the evolution of our approach to smartphone industry. With Reno 10x zoom, we believe that a truly good camera should be able to help our users express themselves through photography and clearly record each and every precious moment. And that's why Reno series exemplify true clarity photography. At the Mobile World Congress this year, we introduced the arrival of 10x lossless zoom or 10x hybrid zoom. The traditional designs or traditional digital zoom would actually enable you to get 10x zoom pictures, but it uses an interpolation technique. But this digital trimming can actually take away some of the most key aspects of and details of your pictures. And without a proper stabilization technique, these images would be really dull and you will feel that it's useless while you zoom in. But with Reno's 10x zoom, we can actually solve this problem. Let's take a look at a few samples. Until now, the phones can only capture images while you're standing at a certain distance, as you can see. But with Oppo Reno 10x zoom, you can capture images at a different location with the help of 10x zoom. We gave a few of people to experience the Reno 10x zoom phone, and we have accumulated some of these images that you're seeing in the background from them, which have all been captured using Reno 10x zoom. Well, for many photo enthusiasts, the Reno 10x zoom means a more creative possibility. For example, sometimes we have to keep moving forward and backward to get the perfect angle and the shot. But with Oppo Reno 10x zoom, you can just stay put and choose whatever zoom you want. That is actually what we are doing with the 10x zoom. We want the phone to do more so that the photographer in you can focus totally on the creative part. To take mobile photography further, our colleagues at R&D have put in a lot of effort. For instance, to begin with, the Reno 10x zoom employs a tri-lens full focal length capability. The first and the primary lens, the 48 megapixel lens, along with the 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens, and the 13 megapixel telephoto lens, which all have different focal lengths, come together to give you a full focal length of 16 millimeters to 160 millimeters. The primary lens of Reno 10x zoom comes with optical image stabilization or OIS and closed loop functioning motor, as well as 3 different focusing modules: the PDAF, the CDAF, and most importantly, laser detection autofocus, so that you do not miss any detail in the smartphone. Moving on, as you can see, the telephoto lens, the third lens, uses a periscopic structure. Placing the originally vertical lens structure, it has placed the sensors horizontally this time, which allows the light itself to refract in it through an optical prism, as you can see in the background, skillfully resolving the limits imposed by the phone's thickness. Moreover, such a limited space, we have used a D-cut technology, which also helps us to achieve the largest aperture, and not only ensures the optical size, but also it saves a lot of space. Under such situations, the aperture can reach up to an f3.0. Of course, when taking a long zoom pictures, the biggest problem that we face when the phone shakes and the image gets blurred. If you cannot solve this problem, then 10x zoom is just a content in a presentation. But at Oppo, we always have the solution. We have introduced a prism optical image stabilization, as you can see behind me. This is different from the normal moving lens technology where the lenses are moved. Rather, we are using the movement of the prism in which it directs the optical path so that the phone shake is totally eliminated. The stabilization accuracy can reach up to 0.001445 degrees. It senses and eliminates such slight phone movements that we directly hold the phone in hand to capture 10x zoom without any problems. You don't even need a tripod to capture amazing pictures with 10x hybrid zoom. Our focus has always been to provide the best experience for both close and long pictures. The ultra-wide angle camera of Oppo Reno 10x zoom comes with a 120-degree wide angle viewing experience. It helps to capture this wider angle and also multi-person portrait. Using a closed-loop motor, the focusing speed has increased, effectively reducing the blur on the wide-angle images. Now let's take a look at the Ultra Night Mode 2.0. As you already know that, taking night shots is one of the most challenging parts of photography, and that's why we have put a lot of energy into it. Although night shots are pretty difficult, there is always a solution to these problems. As long as the screen is bright, normal users are usually satisfied. But at Oppo, we believe to the principle of true clarity. We will not just blindly increase the brightness of the images. Rather, we would like to help our consumers by providing a perfect technology that can add more details to these images. That's how the Oppo Reno 10x zoom comes with an Ultra Night Mode 2.0. The primary lens of Oppo Reno 10x zoom, which is the 48 megapixel lens, comes with a Sony IMX 586 sensor. It also has a 4:1 resolution which focuses primarily on low light modes, and a sensor size of 1:2 and a large aperture size of f1.7. It's got laser detection autofocus, and all these features are really high-end configuration for any camera hardware out there. Using multi-function noise reduction and also high dynamic range, the Oppo Reno 10x zoom, it gives you a stabilized noise reduction, a handheld stabilization, superior low light performance, a wider dynamic range, and using a series of complex algorithms to offer an extra night shot for each and every one of you. But previously it used to take at least 4 to 5 seconds to complete a shot in ultra night mode. Now with 10x zoom, we uses an AI composition which has effectively reduced this time to just 2 to 3 seconds. So let's take a look at a few samples. In the handheld mode, the Ultra HD night shot is composed of 5 different images. But in tripod mode, it is composed of up to 17 images with different light exposures. Well, with the Ultra Night Mode 2.0, the Reno 10x zoom possesses faces and backgrounds separately, offer optimized skin tone effects to present in a more realistic picture. The multi-frame exposure ensures that both faces and backgrounds are captured separately, and then multiple exposures are normal exposures and low light exposures are added separately, combining together to give an amazing picture. The visage protection is applied when photos with low exposure and reduced noise reduction undergo HDR fusion. In the camera interface, you will see this small button which is called the Dazzle Color Mode, which is an overall photo optimization solution. The Dazzle Color Mode performs quite well, especially when facing difficult photography conditions, like when you are in a cafe or a restaurant where usually normal phones can give you a darker image. The Dazzle Color Mode automatically detects and adds those details which are naturally present in the environment into your picture that's been taken. In addition to this shot, we also redesigned Oppo's portrait model. The Oppo's artistic portrait mode, which brings together bokeh, colors, light effects, and a series of portrait customizations. We finally have picked 5 different portrait styles which we feel are the best for our users. Let's take a look at the 5 different portrait styles that we have in Oppo Reno 10x zoom. As you can see, we believe these are the best images or the portrait styles that we require for any kind of situation or any kind of scenery in our photography experiences. When working with portraits, it's really hard to make a facial colors more accurate, and hence the Reno 10X Zoom have added HSL technology. Different from the traditional RGB color space, the HSL uses an HSV, the hue, saturation and value color space, to represent color in a way that is closer to human perception. Therefore, HSL can automatically correct facial color and restore vivid skin coloring for a sharper picture and optimized skin tone effect. Capturing photos with a front camera also supports Oppo's artistic portrait mode. In low light scenarios, front-facing soft light automatically turns on and adds brightness, achieving a clearer and a more natural-looking skin tone. Oppo has always believed that the photography is not only a tool to record life, but also a magic wand with which we can create beautiful things. We have hence tied up with Magnum Photos to encourage users to use their photos to create new things, to express themselves in a better way and explore the magic of photography. Furthermore, we have also upgraded our video recording in Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. The Oppo Reno 10X Zoom supports up 4K Ultra HD videos up to 60 frames per second, while equipped with optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization both. The video that you're gonna watch next has been shot using Oppo Reno 10X Zoom, and you can see that the pictures are clear and stable and also plays really smoothly in 60 frames per second. So let's have a look at the video. A good audio system, and hence the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom is equipped with multiple microphones to achieve a stereo surround sound recording. As the microphones can identify sounds from multiple directions and accurately record the sound positions. Let's have a look how this works. We have also introduced audio focus, which increases the sound or the volume of distant objects. Just as in real life, when the sound increases when you get closer to a person, this voice gets louder. Similarly, when playing a video in this device, the phone speaker and primary speaker of the bottom work together to give you a surround sound effect. I have another video where we can equally or perfectly understand how this technology works. Let's have a look. Such an amazing technology, isn't it? Well, let's take a look back at the photography capabilities of the Reno series. It comes with 10x hybrid zoom, an ultra night clear mode of 2.0. It comes with Oppo's artistic portrait mode, 4K video recording at 60 frames per second, multiple mic stereo recording and stereo speakers. We believe that the Reno series has so many powerful capabilities that can actually or definitely help each and every creator to create more freely and express their artistic spirit. Powerful photography capabilities can motivate the creativity of creators, while a stable user can experience ensures lasting creativity. But to explain more on that, I would like to call upon another expert on stage, my friend and colleague, Mr. Rishabh Srivastav, who would take you through some amazing features of the smartphone. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Rishabh Srivastav to the stage. Rishabh, the stage is on.
Thank you, Jitin, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Well, I'm really glad that all of us could meet again, and this time for a device that can really surpass all our imaginations. Well, before I start, let me introduce myself. I am Rishabh Srivastav, the product manager of Oppo India, and I will take you all through some super interesting features that the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom offers. First, the Reno series possesses a top-level hardware. The Reno 10X Zoom comes equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset with an LPDDR4X standard memory. Now, these top-level specifications are an important foundation for any user's experience. Second is the Oppo's VOOC Flash Charge, which is not just a trademark of Oppo, but also a representative of fast and safe charging in the industry. Now, in 2014, when the industry in large part had adopted a 5 watt and a 10 watt charging speed, Oppo had introduced the VOOC Flash Charge, which was giving a 5 volt and 4 ampere, which is a 20 watt fast charging. Now, of course, with the 5 minutes charge and 2 hour stock, we had changed the usage habits of countless people. Now, with the VOOC 2.0, we had reduced the adapter volume by 50% to achieve the size of a normal charging head. And we achieved this by optimizing our overall design and the component assembly process. Now, last year, when the industry began focusing on the fast charging, Oppo had introduced the Super VOOC with the R17 Pro, which has the highest power yet, which can go close to 50 watts. Now, through these efforts, Oppo has maintained a leading position in the market when it comes to the charging technology. Now, for users, endurance is a comprehensive experience which includes the battery capacity, the usage time, the charging time, and many other factors. Hence, we feel that it is more meaningful to concentrate on the whole. Therefore, we provide the VOOC 3.0 fast charging, which will provide a comprehensive experience to our consumers with the Reno 10X Zoom. Now, in the past, you must have noticed that the last trickle charging is the most time consuming in the whole charging process. So, for this problem, we have a solution. We have developed a VFC fast charging algorithm, which specifically concentrates on providing more time and lesser time during the charging in that ending era. Now, we have greatly reduced this time with the help of properly precise control of the voltage and the current. Now, compared with the previous VOOC flash charge, most important is the VOOC low voltage fast charging solution. Now, this has the charging while playing games. It also gives no excess heat, and of course, we have no limits on the performance. The Reno 10X Zoom also comes with a massive battery capacity of 4065 mAh, which gives our users a much better and a long-lasting experience. Now, this device also provides a great audio and video entertainment services. Now, it has passed the high resolution audio certification. Simply speaking, the high resolution audio is a frequency which has a higher quality than the CD. So, the Reno 10X Zoom provides you much better resolution capabilities and high definition music. Now, if you like to binge watch movies on your smartphone, then this smartphone is definitely going to be your new best friend. The Reno 10X Zoom is definitely your handheld Dolby Studio because it supports the Dolby Atmos, which creates much more clearer and much more realistic sound effects. So now when you watch your movies, you can actually hear the sound of the supercars flying past. Or if you're a nature lover, then you can actually hear the sound of the insects and the birds chirping. So with the headphones on, you will get a much more enhanced and a much more immersive experience. So now let's have a look at the sound effect of the Dolby.
Engines are up and burning. Operating main doors for secondary support. Ship rolling.
Now isn't that sound effect just simply amazing? Now perhaps you must have used the mobile navigation in your smartphones, but many a times you must have been led astray. Now this is because the mobile navigation positioning accuracy has not been high enough. But luckily our smartphone has a solution for this. It is equipped with a L1 plus L5 dual frequency GPS, which provides you much better accuracy and much better positioning. The GPS with the L1 frequency is more energy efficient, while the L5 frequency gives you much higher accuracy. Thus, this dual frequency GPS gives our users a superior navigation experience with a greater accuracy at less energy cost. Now next, let's look at how the Oppo Color OS can realize the true potential of this top-level hardware. The Oppo Reno 10x Zoom comes with a Color OS which gives a perfect balance with the hardware. Now, you may have already noticed some of the changes in the Color OS design. The Reno series comes equipped with the new Color OS 6. Now this is an in-depth optimization and an update of the full screen user experience. Now this, complete with the borderless design aesthetics, provides the whole system to feel much more lighter and much more comfortable for our users. So we can say that both visually and interactively it is rimless yet bounded. Now first, the Color OS uses a blank to break the segmentation. Abandoning the traditional separation line and using the white space to separate the content greatly reduces the information density, hence making your pages much more concise and much more focused. Second, the Color OS uses the gradient color to create natural transitions, because we want to give our users the best viewing experience. So we abandon the common complementary color design of large color blocks, and instead we have used a large number of elegant, light and vibrant colors to make our users have a better visual experience. Third, we have completely redesigned the Color OS system animations, because we think that fluency is not when the shorter is better, but the natural fluency in the visual experience. Therefore, we use the detailed animations to replace the quick and the unnatural effects. So now, looking at the comparison, you can see that the traditional Color OS animations are much more smoother and much more elegant. Now, the points I have mentioned are just a small part of the overall design. But you can say that the Color OS 6 has completely changed the game. Now, when you get to start with the Reno 10x Zoom, you can easily see the change through a lot of details. Now, the information that is stored on our mobile phones, the data is very easy to lose. Now, what should you do? And when you switch to a new mobile phone, the original data becomes very difficult to import. But luckily, the Color OS 6 supports the Oppo Cloud services. Now, these can completely solve this problem. The Oppo Cloud services can automatically synchronize the user's photos, videos, contacts, or the Wi-Fi passwords, and many other personal information. So when changing to a new mobile phone, all the user has to do is to log in to their Oppo account and download all their original data from their Oppo Cloud. So yes, it becomes that easy. And in addition, the Oppo Cloud services give our users a 5 GB of extra space, which is enough on an average to have 2560 photos. Now, of course, Color OS's 6's performance cannot just be measured on the intelligence or the design, but also on the performance improvements. So now, it is really important to mention the system-level optimization solution, which is the HyperBoost. The HyperBoost has been independently developed by Oppo, and this includes Game Boost, the App Boost, and the System Boost. Now, this helps in extreme improvements when it comes in terms of the game experience, the system improvements, and of course, the app opening speed. Now, taking the game as an example to show the performance of the HyperBoost. The games are the most heavily loaded application scenarios that an ordinary users can use. So the Color OS 6 uses the latest HyperBoost 2.0. Now we have upgraded the Game Boost to another version, which is the Game Boost 2.0. Now this has two new technologies. One is the Touch Boost, which helps in the touch control acceleration, and the second is the frame boost, which helps in the frame rate acceleration. So the touch boost is actually a technology that helps to optimize the touch control experience of the mobile phones. Now perhaps most of us has encountered situations like when we are playing a game such as PUBG and we face an opponent. Suddenly we realize that our response time is slightly slower and hence putting us at a disadvantage. Now this problem is likely to stem up from the touch control. So the touch boost streamlines this touch response logic from the bottom up and improves the touch priority. And this makes the users feel more in tune with the game. Thus, the touch performance increases by 16.2% while playing the PUBG Mobile. Through the touch boost, the moving aim point speed also increases by 21.6% on Reno. So victory or defeat may depend on those precious milliseconds that you just saved with the Hyper Boost 2.0. Now the frame boost comes with the frame rate acceleration. Now everyone would have faced a situation that when they are playing a game and they're at a critical situation, their frame gets disconnected. Now this is because in the multiplayer online games, when two players are using the voice communication at the same time, the system requires a lot of resources to process the screen. And the general mobile phones often do not use that. But in fact, many scenes in the game, for example, during the team battle, when most of the main characters are at the same time, at the same place, it can timely dispatch the resources to meet the performance requirements. Now this increases the frame rate and the frame rate stability by 31.38%. And the possibility of lagging also reduces by 44.1% while playing the PUBG Mobile. So the frame boost to some extent is such a profit. Now all of you are aware that we had set up our largest R&D center in Hyderabad outside China in 2018. We are very proud to share that our Hyderabad R&D center has led the 5G solution development which got recently introduced at the Reno 5G launch in Europe. More importantly, the main objective of this facility was to delve deeper into the consumers' minds. So we have understood that the Indian consumers need the smartphone experience to be latest and upgraded. And in line with these consumer needs, we are happy to announce that we will be rolling out a beta release in phases from July onwards of the Color OS for Oppo Find X, R17 Pro, F9 and F7. And we will also offer our users the latest Android P version. Moreover, we will stay committed to this initiative and will strive to make Oppo one of the only phones in the market to receive an update on the Android Q version. And this is all thanks to the efforts of our R&D team in Hyderabad that this is possible. And now coming to one of the most interesting aspects of the mobile phones is the gaming. Now with the Reno 10X Zoom, we aim to provide our users with the best and the most immersive gaming experience. Now first of all, let's talk about the overheated problems. Now while playing games, the worst thing that can happen is your mobile phone gets heated. So not only does it get very uncomfortable for you to hold, but also it helps in lowering your performance. But the Reno 10X Zoom does not face that problem at all, because this phone uses a thermal gel, a graphite sheet, copper liquid cooling pipe, and of course the tri-cooling control. Now all of these help in controlling the temperature of the mobile phone. So now here we see an experimental data heating performance curve. Now moving on, haven't we all been in situations when we are about to make a shot but it gets missed due to poor connectivity? Despite the popularity of 4G and Wi-Fi in real life, the network environment is very complex and the games can be played anytime and anywhere. But we cannot judge which network is better, either the 4G or the Wi-Fi. Even if we know the manual switching takes several seconds for the switching time. Although these problems can be solved by technology, but it's up to the users to judge. Therefore, we have adopted a two-pronged approach with the Reno 10X Zoom, in which we use the Wi-Fi and the 4G online at the same time. The mobile phone automatically judges the connection so that the users can concentrate on their games. This is a polymorphic network technology, so now the network delay will be reduced by 46.8%. Now, let's talk about the game noise issue. There are usually two kinds of game noises. The first is the noise when two players both use a voice communication at the same time, which can be amplified indefinitely. The other is the noise of the fingers tapping on the screen during the intense gameplays. Now, the Reno 10X Zoom uses the multi-microphone noise reduction technology, which helps to solve all these problems. It will eliminate all the annoying sounds, even the sounds that are there during the tapping on the screen during the close range calls. Now, in addition to eliminating these distractions and creating an immersive gaming experience, the Reno 10X Zoom employs a horizontal linear motor. Now, compared with the vertical linear motor and the rotor motor, the feedback is more three-dimensional, and the vibration effect also become more tactile and much more accurate. Now, while gaming, the linear motor gives more vibration effects in the game depending on the different gaming scenarios. For example, during the multiplayer games, when the users make special achievements, this mobile will give different types of vibrations, bringing out a much more immersive gaming experience. Now, while playing a game with the Reno 10X Zoom, the tough hardware configuration and an excellent software optimization will help the users to get the best and the most immersive gaming experience. The Reno's gaming performance is not just a mere boast, because the Reno series has already obtained the TUV's game certification, especially TUV's high performance game certification. The Oppo Reno series is the world's first phone to obtain this certification from TUV. We have also cooperated with TUV RainLens core technology testing departments that evaluate the comprehensive gaming experience of the users. And in this, we have passed 55 items in 31 test ideologies, covering over 4 dimensions, which are the communication, endurance, screen, and the system. Now, Oppo has created amazing devices in the Reno series. Now, these devices are brimming with creativity when it comes to the design, the photography, the software, and of course, the gaming. So that's all from my side, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to conclude, let's call back on stage Mr. Jitin Ibrahim. But before that, let's have a look at a small video that we have made specially for you guys. Thank you.
Bursting up above, a silhouette of dove. All the beauty rising, hiding any traces of the burden we left behind. Living in a daydream by design. Living in a daydream by design.
Thank you, Rishabh. Such an amazing video, isn't it? Let me conclude this amazing product for you. What are the main features that we went through once again? The Oppo Reno 10X Zoom comes with 3 cameras, a 10X hybrid zoom technology, an ultra night mode 2.0, 256 gigabytes of RAM, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor, a VOOC flash charge 3.0, and in 2 stunning colors, the ocean green and jet black. But wait guys, we have something else in store for you. In addition to Reno 10X Zoom, we are also coming up with another Reno product, the Oppo Reno, which gives a unique and specially crafted experience to all of our users. It uses a Snapdragon 710 processor and can support the core experiences of 48 megapixel camera, VOOC flash charge 3.0, a panoramic screen, a shark fin rising camera, an ultra night clear mode 2.0, and VOOC flash charge 3.0 as well. In addition to making great products, we also customized the international warranty service for Reno 10X Zoom users. After purchasing the devices, our customers can enjoy warranty, repair and upgrade services at Oppo service centers at different countries wherever the official Oppo service centers are available. Now that users can break free from regional service restrictions, they can enjoy more protections for their devices and release creativity to their heart's content, no matter wherever they are. And that's not it all. For our consumers in India, we have over 500 exclusive service centers. We value your time and hence we want to provide you and we do provide you the best after sales experience possible. Therefore, our exclusive service centers offer a 1-hour unique service repairs. And as per the feedback in 2018, we are happy to announce that we have a data of over 90% happy consumers. We feel that this has been possible using or through some commendable efforts such as providing home repair services for specially abled customers as well. We also provide customer care hotline at 9 different languages. And our chatbot, which is AI powered, is available 24/7 to answer any queries from you. Oppo Care's Facebook Messenger and the Twitter accounts have been one of the most popular platforms for helping out customers. And with Reno's arrival, I would like to proudly say that we will be joining WhatsApp soon as well. Apart from these, we also offer 30 days free replacement and free software upgrades as long as you use our smartphones. Our first sales service or after sales service quality and our efforts speaks for themselves. As per Google online reviews, we are now the #1 smartphone brand for after sales services across over 200 major cities in India. We would like to thank each and every customers for acknowledging our efforts and encouraging us to go through it. Well, I would have another surprise for you on stage. For our first sale, I'm extremely honored to announce that we will be launching Oppo South Asia's first Oppo flagship store in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad is not just a home ground for our research and development center, but also stands as one of the best markets and priority markets for Oppo in India. Finally, thank you all for being here and witnessing the birth of Oppo Reno series in our country. This is a product of our imagination and crystallization of our creativity. We hope that through the Reno series, everyone can let their imagination run wild and discover more creative possibilities. The future has now come closer with our imagination. And now, I really hope that everybody out here enjoys the product as much as we enjoyed creating it, so that it can begin creating magic together. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again. Signing off.
Thank you very much, Jitin, Rishabh, for taking us through the exceptional features of the Reno 10X Zoom, cutting edge imagery, audio, video, a great gaming experience, fast battery charging, and great after sales service. I mean, what more could you ask for in a device? I can't wait to get my hands on the new Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you an amazing video that showcases the all-new creative Oppo Reno 10X Zoom and will bring the device to life. Absolutely thrilling, ladies and gentlemen. So many firsts to look out for. And now, inviting on stage Mr. Charles Wong, President Oppo India, to reveal the most awaited fact of the day.
Namaste, India. I'm Charles. I want to thank all of you for being a part of the Oppo journey in India and joining us today for the launch of Oppo Reno. Oppo Reno is solid proof of our focus on bringing the best innovation to Indian consumers. We hope that our consumers will extend the same love to Oppo Reno and bring out their creative potential to have a great experience. And now, without any further delay, I'm pleased to announce the prize. The Oppo Reno 10X Zoom 6 Plus 128 will be available for 39,990. The Oppo Reno 10X Zoom 8 Plus 256 will be available for 49,990. The Oppo Reno 8 Plus 128 will be available for 32,990. All the devices will start from 7th June for first sale. Thank you very much.
Mr. Wong, that is absolutely amazing at such a brilliant price point. The value that you get in return is unbelievable. I can truly say the Reno series guarantees you the most perfect smartphone experience that is available in the market today. A perfect blend of technology, color, and design. Now, so much has been said about the camera. How about we take a photograph on stage? We'd like to invite back on stage Mr. Will Yang. We'd like to invite Mr. Taslim Arif, Vice President and R&D Head, and Mr. Alan Wu, Vice President and Head of International Business of Oppo, to join Mr. Charles Wong on stage to capture this perfect moment with a perfect smartphone. First, we take a group a selfie, and then we'll leave you to the photographers. So first, I'm the photographer with this brilliant phone. And how about one with the audience? Let's have the audience behind us. And that makes for a beautiful picture. And now it's over to the photographers. gentlemen, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom also has some exciting pre-booking offers available to customers. You can avail 10% cashback on HDFC credit card, debit card, EMI, and consumer loans. Get 10% extra on exchange powered by Instacash and 1 year assured buyback powered by Instacash as well. On behalf of the Oppo family, I'd like to thank all of you for being here, for being a part of the Oppo Reno series launch today. The Oppo Reno 10X Zoom can be pre-ordered starting 28th May, that's today, and will go on sale for the first time on the 7th of June. Now I'm requesting all of you to please go ahead and experience the Reno 10X Zoom at the Experience Zone. Don't forget your media kits, and afterwards, please do join us for lunch, which will be served in front of the ballroom. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Goodbye, and we do hope you had a great Reno experience. Thank you very much.